Now it's raining. I think I should start with one concrete example to show you how Quebec youth court manipulate you without any ethic standard. For example, in the 31st hearing, which was held on June 21st, 2008, I asked judge to respond to my 80 points. And you know how this judge respond to this 80 points? For the first point, I asked the judge to declare, to condemn all the tortures the government and the youth court put on my daughter and myself for 6 years. Especially 3 years of which did they force my daughter to receive the scary violence, even risk death. So, you know how judges respond to this point? She said, "Oh, Mr. Tao, you asking me to give you justified judgment. Now I'll give you this one. You see, it's nothing to do with my point one. Now you realize." Did you see any ethics standard of the judge? Yes, youth court is messy. It's gangster there. The second point, I asked the judge to ask police to reinvestigate the violence my daughter received for 3 years. You know how judge responds? She said, "Oh, it's the judge. We decide it's violent or not." You know. So. No, I still sign it because it's not good to interrupt the judge. The third point I said, ask judge to ask police to investigate the matters. They use national resource to name me of having mental health problem, and name my daughter have psychological problem. To avoid their crimes. Accusation, ask judge, ask police to investigate, to conclude if these actions are criminals. You know how judge said? "Oh, you don't want your daughter to be accused of a psychological problem. It's not good for your daughter." You know, totally messy. I cannot keep silent. I said, "You are lying." I said it's the judge, it's the police, which should start investigations, procedures, not the court doing investigation. And you said psychological problem. I said accusing my daughter of a psychological problem. That's criminal. It's not about psychological problem. The judge could say nothing, simply close my microphone. You know, because I joined the hearing through the video from China. So my voice cannot enter the room. I was forced to continue here. Judges lied all the way through. I'll tell you, all the way through. Just hide their criminal actions. So this is one thing you need to know, that the judge can do whatever they want. It just makes people look good, and nobody checks the facts, reality. That's sad for the youth protection system. They damage your children without any responsibility. So yes, there's some more about this. How this happens. How should we prepare? I will share with you the ways to prepare their manipulation next time. Thank you.